What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing good. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I created this really cute Kawaii Cyborg set. This set was inspired by Nails by China on Instagram, and they do glow in the dark. I thought it was a really bomb look and I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I created my version in today's video. And I do have some new stuff that I'll be using. So I received this 6-piece brush set from Saviland. I've been on the hunt for some really good brushes. These are nice and thin and they come in all different sizes, from 7mm all the way up to 23mm, and I really just love the style of them and everything. They're so cute with the little rhinestones in the handle, and I love all the different colors and the fact that they're thin. I love that because I like brushes where I can do like fine detail work and stuff like that. So yeah, these are definitely a really nice set. And I also have a new gel polish set from ToBeGlam. This is their Cotton Candy gel polish set. It is a 6-piece set and the bottles are 6ml. They're so cute. I love the style of their brand. Everything's so like kawaii and pink. And this is what the brush on the bottle looks like. These are really nice and pigmented. I'll show you guys the swatches in a little bit. And I also do have some jewelry from KissYan. They sent over one of their layered initial necklaces, and there's also like a little saying on their jewelry, which is really cute. I love the little pouch it comes in. But yeah, this is a paper clip chain, which is the second longest chain, and this is the third longest chain, which is the initial chain. It's like a Cuban chain with your initial on it. Obviously you would pick your initial. And then there's a shorter chain, which is more like a choker. Here's a clip of me wearing it. It's just like a regular gold chain. But yeah, I like their jewelry a lot. It's super cute. If you guys are interested in it, I'll link it down below. But yeah, these are the swatches. From left to right, we have strawberry, grapes, cream, blueberry, vanilla, and mango. I did 2 coats of each color, and they were all super pigmented, no wrinkling or anything like that. The only thing I would say is that the pink was a little bit like streaky, but I managed to get it to work. It's a little bit more runny, I would say, than the rest of them, but the rest of them are fine. It's still a really pretty color. You just have to like apply it a certain way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, other than that, it's a really good gel polish set. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. As you can see, I've prepped my nails off camera, and I did apply my dehydrator and primer and all of that stuff, and I do have a little bit of pink acrylic on my nails. I did a soak off and I applied some pink acrylic there, so I have something to file down to, because normally I don't do soak offs all the time. And now I'm going in with a base gel because I'm doing a polygel set. By the way, excuse the lighting in this video. I'm using my desk lamp as a light at the moment because the one that I normally use, a part to it no longer works, and I'm waiting on it. So yeah, we're gonna have, you know, semi good lighting until then. I mean, it's not the worst lighting, but it's also not the best. It was kind of like cute, but like in a way it was getting on my nerves because of all the shadows and everything. But I tried my best to like cut the parts out that had like a lot of shadows, especially the part where I was filing my nails. So I'm not going to really show filing in this video. I think I've showed it in like every video before this. So if you want to see how I file my nails, I have plenty other videos. But we're basically just going to be doing the polygel application and the design and everything like that in this video. It's a pretty simple base. I'm just using this milky white shade from Burano. It's from their glow in the dark polygel kit. It is a milky white shade, so it's slightly kind of like translucent. So you will see like a little bit of that pink popping through from my nail beds, but I kind of liked it because like after I filed my nails, it almost looked like an ombre, but it really doesn't matter anyway because literally it's getting covered up by like all of the nail art that I'm going to be putting on top of my nails. So yeah, I'm just like applying it to all the nails. Like I said, I'm building the nails up with this color. So I just squeeze the polygel right onto the nail. Sometimes I do use a little bit of base gel as a slip solution. if I need to, like if the polygel gets a little bit stiff, because it was kind of like cold in my nail room since I have like the AC in there or whatever. So yeah, I'm just using that and a little bit of isopropyl alcohol if my brush gets a little bit sticky, and I'm curing each nail as I go so I don't mess them up. But yeah, I just squeeze the polygel right onto the nail. That rounded end I leave up by the nail bed area. I use that to kind of like build my apex, so I'm focusing the polygel in that area, and then I'm patting side to side down the nail. On this nail I am going to go in with another layer just to like build up some of the structure on the nail. Like I felt like it was a little bit like too thin. I don't know, I thought I added enough at first, but I guess not, so that's what I'm going to be doing. On these two nails, I'm also going to be applying 2 layers of the polygel. I didn't really have to do that on the pointer finger because I added quite a bit, but I did end up going in with a second layer on these. And then also like just adding a little bit more to the tips on these 3 nails. just because I felt like there was like a little bit of a dip there, so I had to kind of like fill it in on the side. I guess because the acrylic was a little bit bulky underneath, so I kind of had to like even it out because I had just applied it, and it took me a while to soak them off, so I didn't really get to like file it down, which I should have. But anyways, I'm just gonna like fill in the little dip at the bottom of the nails like that to even them out, so that when I file them, everything will be nice and even. So as you can see, I'm just taking a small bead of the polygel and applying it to the tips of these nails because I was having a hard time brushing the polygel down a little bit because it was kind of like cold or something, I don't know. So it wouldn't like go over the tip properly, so I'm just like filling in those little dips. Alright, so let's move on to the nail art. So I'm going to be using the color Grapes and Strawberry, which are the pink and purple shade. So when I saw Nails by China do her design, she actually spray painted like the middle of the nails first and then went in and did like the veining. But I don't have an airbrush gun yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use a sponge, and you kind of get like the same effect. You just have to go over it a couple times. So I decided to use the grape because at first I was going to use the pink, but it was like way too translucent. But the grape is a little bit thicker. It's better if you use a thicker gel polish. So you kind of want to just dab the middle of the nails and then kind of like fade it out at the top and the bottom to create like a gradient, if that makes any sense. And then you're going to want to go ahead and cure that and then just go over it a second time. It's not meant to be like super dark. It's just supposed to be like a very light like shadow of purple, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And if you add a little too much, you can just like dab it off. It's really simple, and I'm not trying to make it like super neat or anything. I'm just like randomly brushing it on because, like I said, I'm doing the nail art over it. It's just kind of like a little background. It adds a little oomph to the design. You'll see when we start like adding the veining and everything. That's what I call it, veining. I don't really know. Kind of like looks like veins or like lightning bolts. That's the best way I could describe it. So I'm actually using the brushes for this. I'm using the pink one right now. That one's my favorite one, but I also use the orange one and the red one as well, and they worked really good. This one was giving me trouble at first because there was like a little tiny hair right at the tip of the brush, so I ended up cutting it off. I really hate when that happens, but sometimes I guess the way the machine cuts the brush hairs or whatever it does, you end up getting that little stray hair at the tip, but you can just like snip it right off. And after I did that, it was like smooth sailing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cure this nail really quick. Right now I wasn't sure what I was gonna do exactly, so I started off by applying the purple, and then I decided to add like pink veining as well. As you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that little hair off. So now we're back in business. But yeah, I'm using purple and pink because I thought it was kind of like unique with the two different colors. So to do the veining, you're going to want to kind of like start at the corner of your nail and kind of like wiggle your brush down and then flick out the end. That's the best way I could describe it. And then when you go in with the pink, just like do the veins coming off of the purple ones, if that makes sense. And it really gives that like, I don't know, a cyborg type of vibe, if you know what I'm talking about, like with all the veins that are all like wavy and stuff like that, kind of like lightning bolts or whatever. It's really cool looking. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and clean that up. So after I did this nail, I actually decided to just do all the purple veins on the other nails first and then go in and do the pink veins. If I feel like I need to like fix up my lines or anything, I just use a little bit of isopropyl alcohol on my cleanup brush and just like clean up the lines. You might see me erase them a few times because I didn't like them or whatever. But yeah, just get it how you want it before you cure, and be totally random with it. Like I was looking at her picture, but after a while it's just like kind of like took the inspo and then just like went my own way with it, like with the way or the direction the veins were going, because it's just like easier when you kind of do it your own way rather than trying to make it exactly like how somebody else is.
hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill, chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill, chill. I wanna all night.
So now I'm going to be using the red brush and testing it out to draw the veining on this nail. This one is 17 millimeters long, so it is a longer striper brush. Remember, the longer your brush is, the more product you can pick up, and it goes like a longer length, like to make longer lines or whatever like that. Sometimes, even though like they do make longer brushes, sometimes I still do prefer to use like medium size ones, just because I personally feel like I have more control over the brush that way. This one is actually a decent size though, even though it's a longer brush. Like this one I could work with. I also use the blue one as well. This one is good for like shorter lines. This one is 11 millimeter. So like the orange one is 23 millimeters, and that's the longest one. That's like a really long striper brush. If you wanted to like pick up a lot of product and like make a really long line or something like that, you can use that. Remember, the longer your brush is, the more product you can pick up, and you won't have to keep like dipping your brush in. But sometimes, me personally, I don't mind like having to keep dipping my brush in. Like I said, it's all about personal preference, like whichever you prefer. But yeah, this one was really good for like getting the smaller like pink veining. And if I made the vein too thick, I kind of just like cleaned it up. And the pink was a little bit difficult to do the veining with, because like I said earlier, it was translucent. So I kind of had to trace over the lines a few times. Now that I'm done doing the veining, I'm going to go ahead and top coat all the nails, because I'm going to be adding chrome on top of the veining, and that's what's really going to like take the look to a whole nother level. I mean, it looks cute now, but once you add the chrome on top, like it's a whole vibe, trust me. So I'm applying some McCart top gel, and I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And I'm going to be using Daily Charms Magic White as my chrome. I felt like it was the perfect one to use for this look, and you could just apply it to just the veining, but I decided to apply it to the whole nail just because I felt like, I don't know, I felt like it was a whole look, you know. You could do it either way. So I'm using my silicone tool just to like burnish in the chrome, and as you can see, it gives like such the coolest effect. So when I'm done, I'm just gonna like dust it off. And to finish up the design, I'm just going to apply some McCart rhinestone gel onto all of the nails, and then some McCart top gel right over that. this is what I use to apply my bling, and it stays on really good. So I'm going to be using some like iridescent pearls and placing them in between the veining, not on top of the veins, in between. And then I'm also using just a couple beaded charms, and then like this little cute Minnie Mouse charm that I have. I wanted to use something different because, you know, I use Hello Kitty quite a bit and stuff, so I found this one in my collection and I thought it would be really cute. So yeah, it turned out to be like a whole vibe. I love the way these turned out. I hope you guys like them as much as I do. I'm always into like trying new and different things. I'm not into like always doing the same thing, so if I see something cool that I like, I definitely want to try it out. So yeah, other than that, I just cure my nails for 60 seconds after I apply the bling, and then I do top coat over all of the pearls and the beaded charms so that they don't lose their coating, but I did that off camera. But yeah, I hope you guys like them. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe before you leave, because I do post nail tutorials and reviews every week, so you definitely don't want to miss out. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And if you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, make sure you do that so we can stay connected on there. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.